Hey planner friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm setting up my journal for the month of August in my Archer Not Live notebook, and this month I'm using Summer Vibes from Plannerface. So I have the 2-page journaling kit here, and then this month, instead of pulling washi out of my stash, I decided to have a bash at using the sticky papers that you can also get from Plannerface. So I have the 4 sticky paper sheets which all kind of match the colours and patterns in this kit, and then I'm going for the soda blue and lilac mild liners from Zebra. I also have my monthly headers pulled out over here, so let's get started. So I think, as always, I'm going to start with my washi waterfall. I've pre-cut some 15mm strips out of the sticky papers so that I can create that washi waterfall, and then I've also, as usual, got some bits and pieces sketched out in pencil. So I think I'm going to go for this piece first. I'm at one of those awkward points in my journal where the pages don't want to lie flat, so we'll just use my scissors to make it stay flat. So this month, because I've had a couple recent setups where I've really struggled to find washi in my stash that fitted, I thought I'd try these new extra sheets. They might be a bit much. Like, if I only end up using like 15mm strips of a sheet, it might be a bit silly to keep buying paper that I'm not gonna use. But then also it does make it like loads easier because I instantly have like faux washi that sorry, my watch just buzzed to tell me it was running out of battery. Yeah, I instantly have like faux washi that matches the kit perfectly to create my washi waterfall. So this second one, the paper was striped vertically, but I want it striped horizontally. So instead of cutting like one long piece off the side, I cut 2 shorter pieces off the bottom. Cute. And then the last one. Yeah, so in theory, because I've cut these as 15mm strips, I shouldn't have any difference between my usual setup and this. So I'm going to trim off all of this white space and then be right back. So now we're going to do my cover page and my highlights page as usual. So for my highlights page, I usually use this little bit down here. I do like that the papers aren't exactly the same as all of the different patterns, so I don't have to worry about things overlapping too much. Cool, so let's start with some florals. As usual, I've cut the florals in half so that I can kind of create that border effect. I want to use this Fashion Girl on the cover page, so I think I will save this Fashion Girl for my calendar page rather than having them both on the one page. I think this will be the first time that I haven't included the Fashion Girl on this page though. I have the little camera down here. Although I will be going probably to the beach this month, I think I'm going to leave the fish and chips off just because I don't eat fish. If I put this watermelon popsicle further up, and then we'll just include a little bit more. Okay, that is looking cute. I'll do all of my titles in a minute. So for my cover page, I was thinking of using this paper because it's the one that I haven't used on the waterfall. So I'm thinking if I have and then this fashion girl kind of next to it with August over the top. Just a nice like simple cover page because I like to keep these setups fairly simple. I guess the other good thing about having the papers instead of like using pieces that I'm gonna have to cut up and like Pritt stick in is that they are removable. So there is a little bit more wiggle room for moving things around, but I don't think I'll have to. Yeah, I think that's really cute. As usual, I don't want to have my cover page be too like in your face and too busy because this page always ends up being super busy by the end of the month because I have all of my pictures and all of my memories in there. Okay, I'm just going to write my highlights title in. As usual, I'm using my Tombow Fudenosuke. I'm probably saying that wrong. Cute. Okay, now we'll move on to my trackers. I'm going to start off by just colouring in or like highlighting over the edge of the page. I think I'll go blue. Cool. And then start drawing in all my trackers. This month I'm going to be tracking exactly the same stuff as I normally do. I think over the course of the year I don't like changing up what I'm tracking too much. Also I've noticed in previous years that if I've like tracked something and I've got really consistent with it and then I stop tracking it, I stop being consistent with it because that's just how my brain works. Okay, and then I will add in all of my numbering for my trackers and my 1 line a day. As always, I got really freaked out about halfway down my trackers that I'd somehow not counted up how many days were in August correctly, but I had. I freak out about it every time and every time it's fine. Okay, so pop in this piece and then I think this one. Maybe I'll put the fish and chips in here. Like that. And then for my trackers, I'll use half a floral. And then this piece. Cute. Okay. So let's letter in 1 line a day and trackers. Okay, that S has ended up looking a little bit like a 5. Just see if we can smooth that out a bit. No. And then for my tracking, I just said that I track the same thing every single month. Water, physio, eczema, regular skin, noseband, and vitamins, and then steps, and then my mood. think I'm really going to try doing some more steps this month, because I used to be like great at steps. I would do like 10,000 a day, but since I started doing an office job, that's just gone like completely down. So because August in my head is still like turquoisey blue, I'm going to use the blue for my habit tracker and everything. So I'm just using the purple because it's light enough for me to use it for my 1 line a day, I think. As you've seen in previous setups, this page ends up like a massive block of text. So having the every other line highlight is really helpful. A, to make it easy to read, I find, and then also to kind of break up the aforementioned massive wall of text. Cute. So there we have my trackers and 1 line a day page. Now we will move on to my calendar spread and my reflection. I've just realised I forgot to pencil in where some things go in this. So there might be a little bit of flipping back and forth. So for this one, I'm going to highlight the edge in purple. And then we'll get stuck in with some stickers before we start penning in my pencil lines. It's getting a little bit like methodical setting these up, but like the actual spreads are really working for me, so I don't see any harm in having a methodical setup if it ends up being exactly what you need for the month. Kind of just makes it easier to set up because you know what you're doing. Now it's time to ink everything in. This is the first calendar spread where I think I've really had to fight with the bulge of the planner chunk underneath it. So slightly worried about all the lightings going wonky at one end. Oh, and then August finishes on a Sunday. Nice. Okay, so previously what I've done pre-setup is I've had a little X where all of my headers need to start over here. So I'm just going to do a little bit of maths and add those X's in. Okay, so then we can do headers. So I'm going to start off over here with August. And then goals. Reflection, and then my actual reflection headers, which are challenges, wins, a quote, lessons, and to try. I've also forgot one that goes in here, which is my important dates. And then my goals categories, which are personal, lifting, home, and finances. So now we can do a big load of highlighting. I think for this spread I'm going to use blue up here, blue down here, and then maybe purple here, because I've got a lot of blue but I also do have a lot of purple. Okay, while I was doing the highlight, I've realised that this little bottom piece of washi is a little bit higher up than I normally have it, so it's kind of clashing. So I'm just going to scoot it down just a smidge. Cool. So I'll fill in all of my goals once I've done my reflection for the previous week, but for now we can go back to my calendar and start putting in some important dates. Okay, so we'll start off with numbering. Cool. And then I'm going to highlight the bottom of all of the days that I am not working. So we have, okay, I just got cut off because my storage got full, but I've highlighted the bottom of a couple of days I've got annual leave, some weekends, and then the August bank holiday. And now I'm going to use these Plannerface transparent icons to add in all of my important dates for August. So first off, I'm just going to use this money icon to add in my payday, which will be the 21st. And then there's quite a lot of birthdays in August, so the first one on the 9th is me, and then on the 18th it's my cousin, and then on the 21st is one of my friends. And that is not as many as I thought there would be. Also on the 16th we have mine and my partner's anniversary, so pop in a little heart for that one. On the 12th Reggie has another dental appointment, so we'll add in a little paw print. And I think for now that's it. I don't have much planned for my birthday as yet. I just took the time off to make sure that I got it off. So yeah, that is my August setup done, I think. Okay, so let's go for a quick flip through of this setup. So I have my highlights and my cover page, my one line a day and trackers page, and then my calendar and reflection and goals page. So I haven't added in a video of last month's setup because I haven't finished it yet at the time that I want this video to go up. So you can just check out my Instagram for that. But anyway, that is everything for this video, friends. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the comment section down below. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed it, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye!